Good afternoon, dear student. I welcome you in TY BSc Zoology. This is my first lecture. Already I have sent this syllabus copies on the WhatsApp group. You have to observe it. If it is available, to take the print from the nearby Xerox center. Okay. Otherwise, if you, when you come in the college, we will provide this syllabus copies. Otherwise you can take the this one, you have to write in your notebook. So in the this syllabus there are 4 papers. That is first papers I am going to teach you, and fourth paper there are 2 papers I will be take for this 5th semester. So this in the first papers, you know that very well. This first paper, it may be syllabus is depend upon their the first year zoology paper first in the syllabus of the old copies, and these are also they are depend upon their biodiversity. So the name of the first paper is that is the levels of organizations and taxonomy. So in the study of this paper first in the semester 5th, the unit first one is that is the levels of organizations, and there is given the objective sum and outcome for this topics, and what you know the levels of organization. The levels of organization is to know the learners know the organization in the animal kingdom. So that animal kingdom, there is a lots of animals which are coming under this animal kingdoms, and it is a very deep study under this taxonomic study of phylum Chordata and the animal kingdom. So initially it is a one of the conceptual clarity between the animals in the different levels of the organizations, and this level of the organization significantly advantages of the each level of the organization in the study of the animals. So the first unit is levels of the organization. Basically what is mean by the level of organization? The level of organization is it is a one of the made for the 4 levels of organization. That organization is nothing but the cells, the tissues, organs, and the organ systems. So in the levels of organization, it having a very microscopic organisms to large animals. Then levels of organization having a unicellular, multicellular colonizations. There is very deep study under this unit. Then second one is the subtopic is that is symmetry. So what is symmetry? Symmetry, it is a one of the parts in an animal or plant, that is symmetry, or you can say the body parts of the animals. Then another one example or subtopic is the coelom. In the symmetry they are having the many topics, that is symmetry, asymmetrical, radial, bilateral, and significance and advantages of the animal. Then coelom, in the coelom there is a developmental coelom, organization of the tissues, diploplastic, triploplastic, etc. So basically we should know the coelom. What is the concept of the coelom? You can say it is one of the body cavity in the most animals. Coelom is nothing but the principal body cavity in the most animals, and it is located between the intestinal canal and the body wall of the animals, that is known as the coelom. Then segmentation, the metamerisms, you know very well these segmentations. It is a good example of segmentation is the earthworm, Nereis, that is come under the example of the insecta, annelida. Okay, so this annelida, the earthworm is a one of the body of the soft body animal. It is also one of the major characteristics of the annelida is the segmented body. So that is known as the segmentation. So we are going to see this segmentation is the annelida, crustacean, insecta, Panolerus, Peneus. Okay, and their significance and advantages of their segmentations. Now the second unit is that the taxonomy of phylum Protozoa to phylum Nematoda. You know very well, from the first year we have to study under this phylum Protozoa, phylum Nematoda, Cystoda, Trematoda, etc. Okay, so you know very well, basically you learn about this protozoa. What is protozoa? Protozoa, it is a one of the grouping of phyla, and which comprises the single celled microscopic animals. But when you are going to see the word of the protozoa, the proto means it is one of the first animal which are discovered in the earth, that is zoa, it is nothing but the animals. So that these protozoa which are include the amoebas, flagellates, ciliates, protozoans and many other forms which are discovered under these protozoa groups. Then you know this nematodes. What is nematodes? It is one of the parasites and a large phylum of worms in a invertebrate animals. And the body you can see the unsegmented, they don't have any type of the metamerism or the segmented body, but we can observe minutely in a microscopic. You can see this the body is a slender unsegmented cylindrical bodies, and it is also known as the roundworms, then threadworms, then eelworms, and few example of this parasite is a hookworms. These hookworms, they are not come under the nematode. And where they are found? These nematoda found in the soil and waters and are the many parasites. You can see this when we are going to see this, why this called the nematoda. So we are going to see one by one topics from tomorrow, and very deeply we are going to see in the lectures. So the nematoda is a one of the phylum, that is a invertebrates. Their name is etymologically, and it is derived from the Greek word the nema, and this nema means, or nematos means, the thread like structure of the body, that is known as the nematoda. So this is the first and second units. In the second units we have to see this classification, distinguishing characters, major invertebrates, phyla, and adaptive features. It is a reference to their habitats, and this outcome is important for this taxonomic study. So in the taxonomy study we are going to see the classification of the animals. This animal, they are coming under the which type of the group? Phylum, order, suborder, species or genus. This is the very important topics which are going to study under this taxonomy. And this taxonomy, there is a, what is the principle of taxonomy? We are going to see, because this taxonomy principle is important. Taxonomy principle is important when we are going to face the interview. Maybe this question will be arise in the experts. What is the principle of taxonomy? So the principle of the taxonomy is the methodology and principle systematically, whether it is a botany or zoology, and it is one of the setup arrangement of the plant or animals, or it is a kind of plant or animals in hierarchies of superior and subordinate groups. So that this type of the two terms of the principle of the taxonomy is, it is describing the species diversity in higher level, that is taxa, and that reflect the evolutionary history of the species. Then phylum Protozoa, phylum Porifera, phylum Cnidaria, Platyhelminthes, phylum Nematoda. We are going to see this. This phylum is a very interested topics which are kept by the university for the syllabus of TY Zoology. And the unit third is that is taxonomy of phylum Annelida and phylum Hemichordata. So you know very well this Annelida. Annelida means the segmented body, and this is one of the soft body animals. Okay, example is this Nereis and earthworm. But Hemichordata, it is one of the phylum of the marine habitat. Purely this Hemichordata found in the marine habitats. And when you are going to see these organisms is the worm-like shape, solitary, shown in the external characters of the body. And this is one of the basic concept of the invertebrates, that is classification. Taxonomy means we are going to see the taxonomy is nothing but the classification of animals, the kingdom and phylum, then Echinodermata, characteristics of silent features, like that. And this outcome of this taxonomy of phylum Annelida to phylum Hemichordata is it will get an idea of higher group of invertebrate animals and their classification. Then unit 4 is, that is the sepia. This is sepia is one of the edible marine aquatic life or marine aquatic animals, and we are observe the sepia. The sepia, we are going to see the demonstration of this digestive, respiratory, reproductive, nervous system. There is a many type of the system we are going to see, only the demonstration. We have available these species of animals in the zoology laboratory, but we are not supposed to dissect out due to the ban period of the animals. So what sepias? Sepia, it is one of the invertebrates type of animals. You can see this sepia, then cuttlefish. These are two comes under this group of or phylum of the sepia. And this outcome of this species is the students have come under the idea for their general characteristics and external morphological characters of their detailed invertebrates. So the sepia also one of the purely marine aquatic animals, and in that general characters, classification, habitat, then the mental cavity, locomotion, economic importance, digestive system, respiratory, circulatory, excretory, nervous, sense organs and reproductive systems. We are going to see one by one in the animal of sepia. The sepia having a one major organs that is known as the ink gland. When the predator come under to hunting this animal, they are spray their ink in the waters, and they sprayed the water with help of their ink. Definitely the prey will not come for the hunting the animals. So this is the one of the peculiar characters of their body organs, that is known as the ink gland. And this sepia uh, uh, it is found in the various fish market or fish landing center, because this species, when the season is from July to August, during the post monsoon period, and many fishermen they catch this type of the sepia with the help of hooks and lines, not any other type of the net they are using for the fishing activities, because this species they are come up to the depth of not more than 10 feet. So that this small boat fishermen they are using to catch this type of the sepia with the help of hook and line. So this is the 4 units the in the first papers, and they are having a good books in the available in the library of this college. You can take when you are come in the college. Okay, thank you.